Welcome to the 2025 Big West Academic Honors. I'm Chloe Clark, and today we're celebrating the student athletes who show us what it means to be more than just competitors. They're scholars, leaders, and trailblazers. Across the conference, these athletes have achieved academic excellence while balancing practice, travel, and studies. Let's start by taking a look at the numbers that tell this story of success. More than half of our campuses rank among the 35 most applied to universities in the country, with 3 of them in the top 5, which speaks volumes about the demand for a Big West education. Our 22 Scholar Athlete honorees come from across the United States and around the world, representing 4 states and an incredible 10 foreign countries. Academically, this group holds an impressive collective GPA of 3.7, and they're aiming high with career paths that include psychology, engineering, business, communications, and economics. It is evident that excellence doesn't end at the buzzer or finish line for Big West student athletes. It carries over into classrooms, communities, and careers. Let's now meet our first group of Scholar athletes from Cal Poly, CSUN, UC Santa Barbara, and Cal State Fullerton. Ansley Connor served as team captain for Cal Poly's women's soccer team, while juggling a major in psychology and minor in sport exercise studies.
One of the biggest benefits of being a student athlete was just having an increased responsibility and having to kind of work on my time management and know that I had more demands. After working in my own athletic department, taking really sports-specific classes, I ended up becoming really interested in the sports business side. My goal is to go into professional sports, to work on the business side of things in an operational capacity. Organizations and franchises have such a unique opportunity to be a part of so much social change. So I'd love to be able to make a change and be part of something bigger than myself, both in sport and out of sport.
Fellow Mustang Sean Kamashev served as team captain for Cal Poly men's tennis. The Israel native went 7-3 in doubles while earning a 3.7 GPA in business administration. UC Santa Barbara's own tennis standout Amelia Honor dominated this year. Not only does the senior stand on top academically with one of the highest GPAs in the department, the Pennsylvania native earned All-American status as one of the top tennis players in the nation. Gauchos basketball player Cole Anderson was also nationally recognized as one of the nation's top three-point shooters. Beyond the court, the California native hopes to pursue a career in real estate or finance on the Central Coast. CSUN's Tasha May balances studies in both psychology and entrepreneurship, all while being a captain on the women's beach volleyball team. On campus, she was a research assistant for a sports psychology lab and a part of CSUN's athletics marketing team.
I want to do my master's in sports psychology because what I am personally interested in is like how I can help other people, other athletes, like unlock their potential. Because I feel like so much of sports, it's 90% mental. I know I personally struggle a lot with that. I'm the first Malaysian athlete to play D1 beach volleyball in the US, and it was a journey. Obviously, I'm the only person who looks like me on the court, especially in a sport like beach volleyball. And I just really try my best to stay true to myself. The part of you that doesn't fit in is what makes you special. Being able to represent my country on a stage like this really does mean a lot to me, and I hope that I will be able to inspire young girls or boys from other countries to understand that it is a really honorable thing to be able to represent your country on a big stage like that.
Donovan Constable represents the CSUN men's volleyball team as a setter from Clovis, California. Constable graduated cum laude and now is working on obtaining his real estate license to start a career in commercial real estate. Jonathan Pfeiffer capped off his Cal State Fullerton career, setting a new school 800-meter record and earning all conference honors. Now, the California native is taking steps towards obtaining his professional engineering license. Cal State Fullerton's Isabella Cruz exhibited excellence, not only competing on the women's soccer team, but completing her degree in communications in just 2.5 years.
Being a Big West student athlete definitely helped me both on and off the field because it gave me a lot of opportunity Academically, there's a lot of resources given to us student athletes that really help you excel and get your education. I managed to graduate in 2.5 years, and it was something that I set my mind on in high school. I wanted to really graduate early to try and get 2 degrees while still playing soccer. So the fact that I was able to get my bachelor's early and then currently pursuing my master's is a really big blessing. And I'm very grateful that I was able to do that and also maintain my grades on top of that. My proudest community service achievement has been volunteering for Football for Her. It's a nonprofit giving opportunity to girls from underrepresented communities. And that's something that I'm very passionate about because being from a small town myself, being with those girls and seeing their motivation definitely motivates me to continue impacting the community in as many ways as I can.
The Big West Academic Honors returns after this. Welcome back to the Big West Academic Honors. Next, we spotlight our honorees from Cal State Bakersfield, Hawaii, as well as 2 team captains from UC Davis. From Cal State Bakersfield, Connor Maltino was one of the men's soccer team captains and developed into one of the top goal scorers in the country. With a 3.81 GPA, the senior impressively earned Dean's List each semester. Ella Urteltova reigns from Slovakia and took her talents to compete on the Cal State Bakersfield women's volleyball and beach teams. In the sand, the senior graduated all-time leader in career wins with 52. The 2-sport athlete hopes to use her kinesiology degree to become a physical therapist. Representing Hawaii is Ileu Choi of the men's volleyball team. The team captain played a major role in the team's number 3 final national ranking in 2025. The Honolulu native has started a full-time job as civil engineer in training and eventually wants to start his own engineering firm.
The Big West just helped provide us an opportunity for people that want to kind of go further or to the next level in their sport while also getting education. The biggest lesson that I took away from being a student athlete was kind of like life in general. Like, it just taught me to be more patient and kind of like go with the process. Ever since I was growing up, I knew already that I wanted to be an engineer. My end goal is to get that PE and also maybe go back to school to get my MBA, because maybe one day I might want to open my own engineering firm. But we'll see. But, never know.
Lillian Turbin captured 2 high jump titles during her standout career at Hawaii, all while achieving a 3.99 GPA. With volunteer experience at local art studios, the Estonian now plans to pursue graduate studies in art therapy. Nika Rochak of UC Davis has been an active voice on the men's basketball team and continues to grow as a leader beyond the court.
Last year I was team captain, which really, forced me to take obviously that leadership role. I'm also one of the oldest on the team. It's gonna help me transition into the real world and I can implement that. So even right now, I am with the national team, with a senior national team, and I'm one of the youngest ones here, but I'm able to be one of the loudest ones in the gym. Going through college while playing basketball, managing that time. My undergrad was in chemistry, so just being in lab for 4 or 5 hours and then having to go to practice or vice versa. I would like to work in the biotech industry. So I think that an undergrad in chemistry and a master's in business, I think, are a good mix. Down the line, I want to, eventually create my own company. And what I'm learning now, especially in business school, is all stuff that I think I can really implement in the future, in my future career. So I think it's preparing me well, and only time will tell.
Another UC Davis team captain, Olivia Utterback, set the tone for the women's volleyball program, striving for excellence in athletics and academics.
My job as a team captain was trying to keep everyone at that high standards and remind everyone of our goals and what we're trying to go after. Just being a student athlete in general and graduating is a huge achievement in itself. I'm on the pre-med route, so passing anatomy and anatomy lab with an A was my biggest accomplishment. Every day I was studying about 7 hours. It was honestly the proudest I've been of myself, so it really paid off in the end. I'll be headed to Greece in August. I'm going to be playing there for about 6 months and just hoping that I can go out there and kind of make the same impact I did at Davis. After that, I'm going to be going to naturopathic medical school, so I feel like the volleyball that I have been a part of at Davis has more than enough prepared me for what's to come with that. And obviously that takes a bunch of discipline, hard work. And so I'm just happy to still be able to continue that.
The Big West Academic Honors returns after this. Welcome back to the Big West Academic Honors. Our final group of scholar athletes are from Long Beach State, UC San Diego, UC Riverside, and UC Irvine. Carissa Sweet of Long Beach State softball has distinguished herself as a top scholar athlete as part of the University Honors Program. With her biochemistry degree, the senior plans to pursue a career in medicine. Skylar Varga represents the men's volleyball team as an NCAA champion, All-American, and team captain. The Canadian native is committed to advancing the sport and dreams of leading Canada to its first Olympic volleyball medal. Chloe Braun of UC San Diego also brings international perspective to the swimming team as an international studies major from France.
Being an athlete and a student at UCSD definitely is challenging, but I love it. It's really fun. It's never boring. Having my teammates around is such a great support because, when it feels a bit overwhelming, you always can reach out to your teammates. You really realize that you're not alone. After the college season, I would love to qualify for European championships. They're actually happening in Paris next year, so it would be awesome to be in my, in my home country. And yeah, it would be the French team, so it would be awesome. But representing UCSD is so special to me because it's the team that welcomed me in the US. So yeah, and I love the team. We all get along super well. We have an amazing coaching staff, alumni, and they make it, feel like a family. So representing them is really cool, is awesome. Great pride into doing so.
Aniwa Tate Jones is a fellow Triton who helped raise the bar for UC San Diego. The senior established a new UC San Diego Division I single-season scoring record with 670 points. Off the court, the guard has made an impact back home in Wellington, New Zealand, volunteering at youth camps and inspiring the next generation. Andrew Rivas played a pivotal role for UC Riverside baseball. The senior was second on the team in runs scored and recorded 12 multi-hit games in 2025. As an 11-time Dean's List honoree, the first baseman is now pursuing a master's in finance with plans to launch a career in wealth management. Esther Matarans excelled in the classroom and on the basketball court. One of the Big West 10 school nominees for the 2025 NCAA Woman of the Year Award, Matarans is a prime example of greatness.
Balancing academics and athletics at a UC university can be challenging. Very prepared for every game and have to be mentally locked in. But also you have the academics part where in my case, my major was electrical engineering, which is a demanding major. So I had a lot of labs and projects. So to balance both, I think what worked for me was knowing yourself, planning ahead, and be on top of your tasks. This upcoming year, I'm gonna play professional basketball in Spain. I'm really excited, but also really nervous. So this coming year, I'm gonna play professional basketball. I'm gonna try to work part-time and decide what I want to do next with my engineering career.
At UC Irvine, Noah Zamora has risen to the top in men's tennis. The 2025 Big West Men's Tennis Player of the Year went unbeaten in his last 32 conference outings, while having the highest team GPA for the 2024-25 school year.
I owe it to all my teammates and everyone at UCI. I would say when I entered into UCI, I wasn't the athlete I am now. I had a really bad diet, poor work ethic, and I had a feeling of complacency. Kind of trickled into my habits in school where I started doing a lot better in my classes, my personal life with my relationships with my friends and all that, and my parents and family. My teammates and my coaches and all the people that helped me out at UCI, they really got me thinking about what more I could be as a tennis player. And hopefully after a long, illustrious tennis career on the pro circuit, which is what I'm working at right now, I do want to get into a little sports management, maybe stay in the tennis realm, go into a different sport like football. I'm a huge football fan, represent athletes there. But later on in life, I do want to pursue my real estate license and law degree. So I really do owe it to UCI and my team that they really changed my life.
Suze DeBacher of the UC Irvine women's soccer team is a 3-time Big West champion. With aspirations to continue to play professionally in her home country of the Netherlands, the senior also hopes to become a sports agent, aiming to make lasting impact in the world of sports marketing. Stay tuned for a message from the Commissioner of the Big West when the Big West Academic Honors continues. Welcome back to the 2025 Big West Academic Honors. From national champions to future psychologists, this is quite the group of scholars that have raised the Big West standard. Now, a word from Commissioner Dan Butterly on the growing success of the conference.
Earning a degree from a Big West institution is no small accomplishment. It reflects true academic excellence. This year's 22 Scholar Athlete honorees exemplify what it means to lead with purpose. They bring global perspective, local impact, and an unwavering commitment to excellence in the classroom, in competition, and in their communities. They are part of a much larger story, one that includes more than 2,700 Big West student athletes who earned a place on the Commissioner's Honor Roll last year by achieving a GPA of 3.0 or higher. And their excellence doesn't stop there. On the field, they shine just as brightly, representing 14 Big West sports as national champions, All-Americans, Players of the Year, and team captains. These student athletes represent the very best of the Big West, and we are proud to celebrate everything they have achieved.
That's a wrap for this year's Big West Academic Honors. These stories haven't just been about what our athletes have accomplished. They're about what comes next. Whether it's in business, education, or beyond, the Big West is proud to send bold, brilliant leaders into the world. Congratulations once again to all our honorees, and we'll see you in the 2025-26 season. For the Big West, I'm Chloe Clark.